morning everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm Christopher with Plan Your Adventures and today is Castaway Day. I'm so excited. It's our final full day here on the cruise ship. We are docked at Castaway Cay, which is Disney's private island destination. So excited to explore. It's actually my first time here, but my friends have been here before, so they will help make sure we have the perfect day. But the first thing on our agenda is Mickey Churro Waffles. On the last full day of your cruise, they have Mickey Churro Waffles at the buffet, so that is where we're headed right now. Here's the haul from our last full day breakfast, but the star of the show, Mickey Churro Waffles. One night and one night only. We're off the ship! I'm so excited for my first time at Castaway. Also really our first time getting like a stunning shot of the Wish. She's a beaut, but I'm so excited for our day today.
Anybody can do it. Daisy can do it. 100%.
So we're just right off the ship here. This whole walkway, there's going to be lots of characters in their Castaway outfits. We can see the back of Daisy here. Looks fabulous as always. Donald's in little snorkel vibes. So I'm excited to get some cute photos and see who else is out. We have a very nice shot of the Wish out here. Seeing the whole ship with the Monica blue. We have Rapunzel is our character too that's out on the ship. So each ship has a different character hanging. I think she is so cute. And it works perfectly, like hanging from her hair. So we're gonna get some photos, see if we see any other characters, and then start the relaxing vibes. We have Jack Sparrow. I've actually never met him. I know he's in Magic Kingdom, but fabulous, matches the vibe perfectly. But I'm just so excited. So Castaway, like I said, is Disney's private island. On my last cruise, we went to their new destination, Lookout Cay. This is their OG. They have the whole island, so there's lots of different things, whether we're looking for adventure or relaxing beaches, which I think is our vibe today. It's just like a little overview. Most of the stuff is like on the beach, but I know they have like bike paths and overlooks and snorkeling, like all kinds of cool things. So I think we are hopping on a shuttle right now to take us to where we want to go. Oh my god, I'm so excited to get in this water. Like, it looks so beautiful. And I lied to you, we weren't going to get on the tram. Where does the tram take you? Same spot?
Yeah.
We're just doing the walk?
Well, yes, because then you miss like all the cute sides.
No, I don't know. I was just trying to tell the people what to do.
Oh, we're gonna walk.
We're gonna walk and not do the tram. Pluto just drove by, which Jesse told us if you take the tram, you're gonna miss some of the character spots. So it feels as though walking is the way to go. But I will let you know once I know exactly how long this walk is. But the water looks stunning. 7 minutes? Oh, so that's less than Lookout.
Yeah. Way less than Lookout.
Welcome to Castaway. Here's the tram going past. If you hear me mention Lookout, like comparing stuff to Lookout, that is the other private or island destination that I went to last month on that vlog series. So that is what I am going to compare it to, because Disney now has 2 island destinations. But this is the OG and most people's favorite. So I'm really excited to see what's different here. I think we're going to do lots of the like beach relaxing vibes. So that's what I'm here for today. Hi, Goofy! Hi, Goofy! You see Mickey over here, and it looks like lots of activities. Like I see like a beach bike situation, some, what are these? They're not sailboats, are they? Like pontoon, catamaran, pontoon, activities. We see a Stingray Adventure sign over here, so that's already a lot different than Lookout. We're seeing like lots of activities. There's a youth activity center over here. I'm loving the palm trees.
Big bow on.
Got her sunnies. I mean, it's appropriate. You need it for the beach.
Of course.
I know.
The island fit is laying the house down.
Hi, Pluto.
Such a good boy. Hi.
I love your collar on the island here.
Look at it. You got a fancy collar. You blush a bit.
Okay, so we're done with the characters for a moment, and we're gonna do some shopping here. You guys, I'm gonna try and be good, but we'll see. It's my first time here, so I at least need a pin. Ooh, I like this blue Castaway. And this. We saw this outside, but I love the tie-dye vibes. Ooh. Oh. I'm seeing some cute things. Uh-oh. So I see a Cookies barbecue and then a Castaway. I think that's probably the one I will buy. So Kristen has this spirit jersey on. I think it's so cute. I like that it's like kind of netted, like almost like a bathing suit cover-up situation. Shopping is complete. We are now just walking past. This is like the main family beach area. We're gonna come across the main eating area as well for lunch. I know they have some nice barbecue. And then we'll check out the adult area too. But let me show you. Looks beautiful, plenty of chairs. And you know, we're on one of the bigger ships, so this is kind of as crowded as it'll get. So pretty with all the umbrellas, and this area is definitely less crowded than the first area, which was over there. That's a tip. Any private island, any beach, any whatever, if you keep walking, it's typically going to be a little less crowded. We already passed the family food beach. There's like a heads up, I don't know if you can see, there's kind of like a little not like a full boardwalk, but a little walkout situation, and there's a bar out there. We see plenty of life vests as we walk past. I will also say, if you are someone, if you want to just like walk and enjoy the island, this walk that we're doing is fine. But if you are just here for beach vibes, then maybe take the trams. I know you have to like switch to go to the adult area, but that's my thoughts. I am enjoying though for my first time doing this so that I can take in the island a little bit. But as we continue to walk past, hold on, let me turn you around. We got some like Bahama vibes with the hats, and over here we have some bathing suits and lots of little shops. And then we see the tram just went past over there. I see a sign also for the biking trails. So it's all like right here. This is the main area. You know, you can take a short tram ride or take like the 7 to 10 minute walk to get here. But then to get to the adult beach, that is actually separated. So again, there's a tram or you do the walk. So I'm enjoying, like I said, for my first time, just taking it all in, walking past everything. It's very pretty. It is hot though. It's only April. So if you're coming here over the summer, keep that in mind. It's warm. So there was another gift shop. Yeah, that wasn't good for me wallet. I'll show you the purchase in a moment because we're gonna probably put it on today. Yeah, same stuff for the most part, but it just was a sign that it was in both places. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hop on the tram to head over to Serenity Bay. That is the adult area. They have like a calming beach area as well as a barbecue for lunch. Oh, you see the ship in the background. I do love all the colors. So people over here are biking. I see runners and walkers too. There is a 5K on the island. No matter how long it takes you, even if you walk it, you get a medal at the end. So that's pretty cool too. But, ooh, look at her. We are pulling up to Serenity Bay. That water looks stunning. I cannot wait to get in her. So this whole Serenity Bay area, the barbecue, the beach, all of it, is reserved for guests 18 years and older. So this is an exclusive area just for the adults in your party. Now there are kids clubs and things like that. So even if you're here with your family, you are still able to, you know, figure out a way to come here, or like I showed you before, there's also plenty of family beaches and family restaurant areas and things like that. So a lot of people don't ever come over here, but it's just a little bit of a quieter vibe in this area and compared to the family beach. So one thing I'm noticing out here is the water seems pretty shallow. So people are out very far and they're just in like up to their knees or waist, even like really, really far out there. You guys have gone in the water in the family area, right? Is it like similar to this in terms of shallow? It's deeper in that area? That's interesting. But yeah, so this, like a lot of people are out here just like floating and kind of vibing. But if you were looking to like do a swim, this is probably not the vibe. Like you would kneel or sit in here. It's very calm, very relaxing, and the water looks just so beautiful. In a surprising turn of events, we are actually back at the family beach area. Wanted to show you it a little bit more because I feel like most of my clients will end up here. But also, you see how from this beach you actually see the ship, and I was told the water is a little deeper, so we're actually gonna try and spend our day here. I just like the vibe of seeing the ship. It's definitely like a louder energy here because there are kids, but we can find our peaceful spots. So we'll see. My friends were like not about the adult area because you couldn't see the ship. So we came over here because now we have a beautiful view of the Disney Wish and we can take cute photos and stuff too.
I'll try.
Outfit change with my new purchase. It says on the back Castaway Cay, and it's a swim shirt. So I wear swim shirts every time I go swimming, and it's a long sleeve one, so it would be good, not right now, but as we go into the winter. And I actually really like the color. So costume change. We just had like a solid hour of, we chilled at the chairs for a little bit, then I went into the water. So this water is sandy for the first couple feet, but then once I got to like my waist, then it was completely like grassy and seaweedy and not my favorite. It was like mushy and slimy, not my favorite kind of ocean bottom. But I tried to keep going out, but it kind of plateaued. Like that's as deep as it got. So I just kind of floated around in there for a little bit, and then we came back, chilled at the chair for a little longer, and now it's lunchtime. So I'm going to show you what the offerings here on the island are for lunch, and then I think we're going to do a drink and maybe some photos before heading back on board the ship. So that's our game plan. Having a good day so far. The family beach area, we were on like the furthest side away from the ship. So here, I'll turn you around a little bit so you can see. The shippy is over there. All of this, you can't see because of the bush, but there's lots of family beach, and this is like the end of the family beach. So at least in this area, it wasn't like overrun with kids or people or anything like that. It was still a good vibe.
Thank you. Can I get a tray? And I'll prepare the tray for you.
Little sampling of everything here. I was surprised, and maybe there's a different kids section, but like no fries or chicken tenders or anything like that.
I've never seen that here.
But they had burgers and hot dogs and things like that. It is time for some soft serve, and you can do it yourself. I'm so excited. The reason for my excitement for being able to do it yourself is because on the Disney Wish, you cannot do it yourself. They do it for you. But I epically failed. Kristen said it's not my fault though, it's just very soft.
I also epically failed, and I never epically failed, but I did
You want
this
proof
time.
of it?
proof of failure.
Although yours looked better than mine. Mine, it was not going well. Walking back into our little beach chairs and stuff. But did you see the hideout? It said teens only. So I mentioned earlier in this video, well, on Castaway, about kids clubs and kids activities being on board. That goes all the way up to the teens. So if you have a child of any age, there's definitely stuff for them to do. The biggest difference I think that I'm finding between here and the other island lookout that I was on last month is I think there's more to do here. More like other than the beach. You know, there's snorkeling, there's the little water park situation, there's stingrays, there's, you know, there's just more. That's my opinion. There's more to do here. If you just are looking for like a chill beach day, either or will do. Whatever cruise you end up on will do. But if you're looking for a lot of those other things, or like a 5K and bike trails and activities and sporting stuff, I think this one definitely has more options for you if you have a choice. Just enjoying the paradise vibes. And my biggest question is, do we have a shade moment or a sun moment? We are walking back to the ship, just taking in all of the beauty as we walk back. But this is cool. This is Mount Rushmore. We're gonna get some photos. Seeing her from land is very impressive. She's a big ship. Definitely, I'm feeling the bigness, if you will. But did you know there's also a Castaway post office right here? So you can mail things to your family and friends if you so wish. Wish, pun intended. We are now going to get back on board. To get back like towards this area, they did check our key to the world card, and then also our ID. We had to bring just like photo identification. But we're gonna head back to the room now, shower off, get ready for show and dinner tonight. We're seeing Aladdin, and dinner is in World of Marvel, so that'll be exciting too. We made it. Cheers. Just finished up with Aladdin, and we are just taking a little look over the ocean here with the sunset. Actually, I'll turn you around so you can see that. You're not going to be able to fully see it, but it's beautiful. We're moving and grooving. Like, the ship is moving pretty fastly. If I turn you this way, you'll be able to see how quickly the water is going past. And I assure you, the water is not moving to the right like that. So we're definitely moving and grooving. We keep it real, right? We're keeping it real. I was pretty underwhelmed with that production. The cast on Disney Cruise Line for every other show I've seen on this ship, on the Dream, has been absolutely phenomenal. Unfortunately, this one, that was not the case. I don't know if we had understudies in. I don't know, for lots of reasons. I'm a theater kid. I come from a theater background. I'm also very critical of theater. I've been blown away by the other Disney Cruise Line shows. This one just didn't do it for me, unfortunately. The set was great, the costumes were great, the cast just didn't do it for me. Some of the special effects too of the magic carpet, I saw it on Broadway, so I'm comparing it to that. Broadway was much better. Typically, Disney Cruise Line, when they say Broadway style entertainment, they mean it. Like, when I saw Beauty and the Beast on the Dream and the other shows on the Disney Dream, they all made me sob multiple times. I was like, Disney Cruise Line does a fabulous job with the entertainment. So if there's 3 shows on your ship and maybe one of them is not your favorite, hey, you still had 2 great shows, right? Like, this Broadway style entertainment is included in the price of your cruise fare. So that's pretty fantastic. But like I said, we keep it real. That was my honest thoughts of Aladdin this evening. We are going to dinner in an hour. So until then, I don't know what we're gonna do. Probably just wander, maybe end up in a lounge. I would love to just sit here and look out over the ocean with my glass of wine. So we'll see what the vibe ends up being. Cheers. Okay, it is time for Worlds of Marvel. So this is going to be similar vibes to Arendelle, just in the fact that there's kind of going to be a show happening during the meal. Thank you. I'm excited to see the energy.
Everybody have fun?
Very good.
That's a nice one, huh? I like it.
Yes, thank you. Ooh, is this us? This is nice. Ooh, we're right by a screen, so that'll be great.
The service team will be with you very, very shortly. Just to let you know, a little spoiler on the night, not big spoiler.
Okay.
This one right here is called the Quantum Core. I won't tell you what it do, but tonight is a little presentation of this new technology, okay?
Perfect.
Okay, very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and we got the A's. Oh, look, even the silverware has little A's on it.
Oh my god,
For the Avengers. Okay, let's take a look inside the menu here. What was recommended to us was a lot of seafood things, which is, you know, not my vibe, but I support you in your journey. Both soups sound really nice though, so I think I'm gonna get both of those. Some of the pasta, beef tenderloin, this like gnocchi. I think that may happen for me as well.
Good evening, everyone. Please welcome Scott Lang and Hope.
Oh my gosh, we're here seeing it in person.
Hi, I'm Scott Lang. But you might know me as Ant-Man.
And I am Hope Van Dyne, the Wasp.
Look, before we start, let me address the elephant in the room. I've heard a lot of chatter out there asking why I didn't shrink down, go in, and kill Thanos in a really creative way.
These are quantum cutting-edge technology that for the first time allows us to specifically target our PIM particles to shrink or grow just about anything. Target acquired. Quantum force are in line. Prepare to push your buttons.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, activate! Pretty sweet, right?
Oh, Scott.
Whoa. Whoa, what is it?
Jesse and I both got the bao bun that has pork belly in it, so we'll see. I'm a little nervous, but it looks good. Kristen got the shrimp cocktail. Yeah, I'm a little. This is not probably going to be for me.
No? I'm very excited. Okay.
Yeah. There's not that much flavor. It feels like oily or greasy or something.
Remember, no grubby hands on the quantum floors. See lots of crumbs on your tables. Just saying. Ready to go?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
That didn't work. Friday? Bring up one of the edge hands.
On it.
What just happened?
Oh no, look at us.
Were you playing with the regulator again? The captain.
Listen, they're still having a moment, but we got some soups and I'm gonna dive in. We got both of them. We are trying the beef tenderloin and the gnocchi. Also, what were they?
Udon noodles.
Udon.
Udon.
Udon noodles. It looks delicious. And then Kristen got the pasta with the scallops. Yum. We've got lots to try.
Borrowed Mr. Lang's password and tapped into the ship's communications.
Spider-Man.
Wait.
Tom Holland. Come say hello.
Trouble is heading your way.
We destroyed the Avengers and wiping out all of mankind.
We have some villains coming towards us. I think we need to save the world.
And later, we're going to have a serious talk about bringing quantum tech to a cruise ship.
You saved the world. You did it.
Giant robot. That guy over there is still eating? Yeah, he'll definitely.
Get out of here.
Status, super cool.
Spider-Man's
What do you mean
here.
it's over? I just got here.
Captain America, Miss Marvel, and Captain Marvel saved the ship.
How are you?
I'm feeling a little late.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm working on it. Slowly.
Okay.
I promise I can get better.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Progress, you know? It's very nice though.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my suit.
Yeah, of course. Yes, we're vibing. And this looks stunning. You can't see because the lighting is not... Oh, there she is. There's the rainbow. What is the saying? Like, share the rainbow? There it is. Taste that rainbow. We got a nice sampling of desserts. This is the strawberry cheesecake with like a little sliver of a strawberry on there. Oh, key lime pie, right?
Yes.
That looks good if you like key lime pie. This is like a sticky pudding situation. And then we have a nice sundae, a donut sundae moment. Just walking out here of the Marvel restaurant, and there are some really beautiful, whatever you would call this, like not murals, but like we're like coming out of the wall. Very cool. It is our final evening. There's like a character goodbye situation. I think they come out and you get some pictures with characters and things. Oh, you're over here? Oh, I didn't even think of this. I'm in Marvel ears for this. Oh well, we're gonna get some pictures maybe with some characters, so. So pretty.
And all this one will be here momentarily, but even as they say, even miracles take a little time. But before we start making some magic on our own, I have a surprise on the ruffled sleeves. Would you like to see some of your dear friends?
Yeah!
Let's meet them.
Chaos has ensued, but the characters are all out. It's happening.
Hi.
So I talked about this on the Dream situation, but this is like the final hurrah, character palooza. They all come out, you can get some last minute photos, and it's chaos for a little bit. But you're gonna get some photos if you hustle and do the things. So here on the Wish we have some princesses as well. So Moana's down there, Cinderella is, Rapunzel, and then of course like the normal characters. Oh. Hi, Goofy.
Hi, Goofy.
I'll take a big hug. Aww. Thank you. Yes, Daisy is right here. Live for her.
Hi, friends. How are you?
Hi, Cinderella.
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. I see we have all of our suits, right? We haven't lost it.
Oh, yes. No.
Well, very important.
Not today, anyway. So up front are Captain Mickey and Minnie. So beautiful. The chaos is still happening. I think it was like 15 or 20 minutes. We got through like 4 characters, got some group photos. You can't all get solos. But then they have like a little farewell show that we'll stick around for up here. It's kind of sad. It's like, goodbye. See you real soon. But like nobody actually wants to leave.
I know it's beautiful. One of your fairy tale players and Star Wars storytellers here in the Grand Hall. Tonight, we gather once more to light our wishing star, as our story goes from a once-in-a-world time to a wishing ever after. And what incredible stories you've shared with all of us in your journey these past few days. Better than even I could have wished for. So, let us recall a few of these wondrous tales. What will not you say? Which seafarers have in our rocky planet? Let out your hoe! Let out your hoy! Let out your armor! I love the tales of heroes. Who will not you listen? From beyond the snow!
Oh, yes. Cool.
You loved it. I know. Here upon the castle on the high seas, the stories never truly end. And thusly, we never say goodbye. Instead, we say, until we meet again in the next chapter. Because we're together. Here we go. Here we keep on keeping.
Oh, my dears, the time draws near for our final wish made loud and clear. But before we go to enchant this hall, I'll share a secret with you all. A single wish of immense in power can increase its beauty like a blooming flower. When cast together, a spell transcends. For the
We have our last towel animal. We have a little crabby. Oh, and our last little chocolates, too. Yeah. Oh, nobody's going to do that for us anymore. But they've been really good on this cruise. All the cast members have been. Hello, hello. Oh, it is the end of our last night here. Kristen and Jesse were not feeling 100% because the ship is pretty rocky this evening. Which I've been told that it is that case for most Disney cruises, because on the last day they're trying to like haul back to Florida, so the ship is really moving and grooving. I'll show you off the side of the ship. I know you can't tell that well, and I don't really want to hold my phone like fully outside of the ship, but we are moving and grooving. The water is moving. Sorry, I know that's not the best angle, but here's my view this way. We see the funnel and the Aquanaus in the distance. And then my view this way, there is another cruise ship out there. So I'm just sitting here. I'm like at the back of deck 13 right now. Nobody's out here. There's nothing happening. Everybody's, packing or getting their last bits of sleep. Also, wait, have I even said... I wore this shirt a lot on this cruise, but I think it was in times when I wasn't filming, but I wanted to point it out. It says Hooked on Cruising. It's so cozy. I actually have a code for you for if you're like going on a cruise and maybe interested in shopping. This is from an awesome small business that I recently discovered, and they have all kinds of fun cruising shirts. So I wanted to point that out, and I'll link it down below with my code to save you some money. But my last night, and I'm like finally vlogging with it on, but I did a lot of work on this trip that I didn't necessarily vlog. Like before I picked up the camera to start vlogging, like before breakfast, I would wake up and come out to the deck, like just kind of how I'm doing now with my laptop, and work from the deck for a couple hours. So I didn't sleep a lot on this cruise because I was trying to mix that like working in the mornings from like 6:30, 7 a.m. until like 9:30, and then I would start the day with like breakfast and pool time and all the other things. So I tried to do a good mix. But I want to close out this vlog, not fully because I'll have some other clips tomorrow, but I want to talk a little bit about just, hold on, I'm trying to prop you up. There, that's pretty good. About this cruise as a whole. I want to rank the dinners that we had on this 4-night on the Wish, and also talk a little bit about the Wish in comparison to the Dream. Just because that's my only comparison, those are the only ships that I've gone on. Okay, so let's rank my dinners to start. So we had, night number 1 was Arendelle. That was my second favorite. The food, I remember the food being okay, and it was also our first night, so I feel like I was like excited for it and just excited overall. The only thing with that is a lot of it was determined, or I should say your experience was really determined by where your table was. Like, are you in the front row? Are you in the back corner like we were? We kind of had lights glaring at our faces. It was loud in there. So it's not for everybody, but I thought it was I liked the idea of it. I thought the cast members were pretty good and talented. So I enjoyed that experience of like dinner and a show, and the food was pretty good. Night number 2 was my favorite night, 1923. That menu was so good. I still am going to dream about some of those menu items. They were so delicious. Night number 3 was Pirate Night, and then tonight was Marvel. Marvel, I would say, was my least favorite food-wise. We did end up having some okay dishes tonight, but just in general, my ranking is 1923, Arendelle, Pirate Night, because that has some unique stuff, but it was still pretty good, and then finally, Marvel. In terms of experience, 1923 is still my top, just because there's no show, it's not like loud and obnoxious, like it's a normal dinner, and I love the theming in there. Then would probably be Arendelle. Actually, it's literally the same. My food and my experience is the same order. 1923, Arendelle, Pirate Night, and then Marvel. So that's my personal ranking, but everybody's tastes are different, but 1923. So I want to say that because in case you are coming on this and you want to know when you should go to Paolo or Enchante, one of the adult-only dinings, those would be the nights that I would maybe skip. Pirate Night or Marvel, in my opinion. But again, if you could care less about Arendelle and don't like dinner and a show, then maybe you want to skip the Frozen night. Sorry, I needed some water, which this is a pro tip. Bring a refillable water bottle or something. This has been a lifesaver on this cruise. I'm filling it with vitamin water, and they have soda refill stations, so like you could fill it up with Diet Coke instead of using their little cups. So pro tip, bring a cup. Let's compare the ship to the Disney Dream. So making sure there's nobody around me, because this could be some hot takes. The Disney Dream was my first ever ship. It'll probably be my first love. It probably is going to be my favorite ship because of that reason, right? It was beautiful though. The Disney Dream is a little bit smaller than this one, and in some regards has less theming. Like, there's no dinner and a show. A lot of the lounges are just general nautical kind of vibes. The layout, though, that's the classic Disney Cruise Line layout, where there's an elevator shaft in the middle, in the forward, and in the aft. The layout of how the lobby and the grand hall are, where the kids clubs are, where the restaurants are, it's all the same layout. The Disney Wish is the first ship that they changed it up. It's totally different. There's only 2 elevator shafts, forward and aft. There's none in the middle. And so I did find that to be a little bit of a problem. I was waiting for elevators a little bit. Another big change is the adult area here on the Disney Wish is a lot smaller than the Disney Dream. They cut down on the adult area, and we weren't able to enjoy the adult area on the Disney Wish on this cruise just because it was always so packed. That's a big thing on this ship. I felt like it was always very crowded in the pool areas. The lounges, not so much, because I think they had more space, more of them. They were better laid out. So the lounges didn't feel too bad, in my opinion. But the pool deck and the adult area, those areas always felt a little bit crowded. The main lobby is beautiful, but I prefer the Disney Dream, just personally. Its design, like the design of it, I don't know, it just resonated with me more. It was more nautical on the Disney Dream. But also it's bigger on the Disney Dream. The Disney Wish, for this ship, they kind of condensed it and made it a little tighter. So I don't want all of this, though, to sound like I'm complaining about the Disney Wish, because I'm not. There are a lot of pros to this ship. I think if you have families or children that you're bringing, the Disney Wish, the layout for this is actually better, a lot of people say, because of the location of the kids clubs in comparison to where other things are. It's just easier for families to like interact and do things with that. Like I said, the theming is a lot more Disney theming, like the bars and lounges. You have Tiana's Bayou, you have the Hyperspace Lounge for Star Wars people, you have the Marvel restaurant, you have, like, everything has a Disney theme to it, and it's over-the-top Disney, and there's a lot of princesses on this ship. So depending on what your kids are into and the ages of your kids, this could be the perfect ship for you. For an adult-only cruise, and if you're flexible with, like, your home port, the dates, stuff like that. For me, in my opinion, I would rather go on one of the older ships just because of the change of the adult area. So I just wanted to share my honest feedback, or not feedback, but like opinions on if a client came to me. At the end of the day, it is still an amazing cruise ship for everybody. No matter what cruise ends up working with your budget, with your time, with your where you want it to leave from and where you want it to go to, all of the ships are stunning. If you have a choice, these are just my opinions. Adult only, I would do an older ship. Maybe families, I would look at the Disney Wish. Or if you have people really into the princesses or Marvel or Star Wars, etc. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop rambling for tonight. I'm going to go down to bed for a couple hours, and then we'll have breakfast and debarkation in the morning. I'm really sad to go. This has been a great trip with my friends, Kristen and Jesse. And honestly, just like, yes, I worked a couple hours every morning, but I was able to unwind a little bit and detach. I usually vlog a little bit more than I did on this cruise. I usually am in stories a little bit more. I wanted to kind of unplug a little bit. So I was able to get a little taste of that and do a little bit of everything. So I hope you enjoyed the vlog series, and we will catch up with you a little bit more in the morning. Good morning. We are back in Marvel for our seated breakfast on Debarcation Day. We left our bags outside, and now here we are. So this is the breakfast menu for your final morning on board. It's a little bit limited, but I mean, there's still plenty of options. You'll find something for sure.
Pleasant journey home.
Here is our breakfast here. I got some scrambled eggs and breakfast. I think this is called eggs to go. I also got the chocolate chip pancakes. You can order as much as you want from the menu, just like dinner. It is officially time. The ship is very empty. Most people have left at this point. But it's time to leave the ship. I'll close you out in just a moment. Debarcation. Wah, wah. Oofta. Oh, no matter how ready you are to leave, it's always sad to leave. Goodbye, Disney Wish. Until next time. So we decided to take off our own luggage, but if you use the luggage tags that are provided in your room and leave it out the night before, once you get off the ship, they'll direct you depending on what character you had, which we had. You can see on Jesse's suitcase, we had a Mickey Mouse tag. So if that's what you do, you would follow the signs to the Mickey or whatever character you have, and get your luggage from there. This is where you collect your luggage, which you can see we are some of the very last people getting off the ship. We already have ours, so we're all set to go through customs and security. And just like that, we are back home in Florida. I had such a magical trip on the Disney Wish, and I don't think I've mentioned in this video, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, I'm a travel agent. I would love to help plan your next Disney cruise, Disney World, Universal, you name it, any other cruise line. Send me a message because it's free for you to use my services. And actually, I do some onboard credit depending on the cost of your cruise. So you'll get some bonuses just for working with me as a thank you. So I'd love to help plan your next trip. Send me a message to start planning the magic. I hope you enjoyed this mini vlog series. I am in my cruising era. Hopefully we'll get on another cruise soon. If you have recommendations in terms of another cruise line maybe you'd like me to try out, put that down below because I'm testing the waters. Also, I am going to be doing a cruise Q&A on YouTube within the next week or 2 or 3. So if you have any questions about cruising or Disney cruising, put them down below as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see my future videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I will see you all real soon. Thanks so much.